Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the show. It's fucking one beer, one smoke. Today's the day, man. Today's the day. We're gonna talk about it. People have been waiting for it. You want to ride some fucking freight trains? I like riding freight trains. Freight trains is fun. So we're gonna start talking about it a little bit. A couple things right off the bat. Don't you ask me about that fucking CCG. I don't know what you're talking about. Shh. All right. Don't you ask me about no fucking hop out information. I'm teaching you how to do this for yourself, and I'm talking about I'm coming from a place that I think that you've never seen a train yard before, and that's what we're going to go with. So this is for the beginners, and we're going to start in the beginning. Where does the train live? Where do be the train? Well, trains live in yards, and I can tell you how to find them yards. That little fucking black thing in your hand, you could say to it, Union Pacific near me. You know, fucking Norfolk Southern near me. Boom, do that. It will show you a yard. Go to the yard. Okay, now you're going to get to this yard. And don't go in that yard yet. Don't you go walking around, all right? Stay outside the yard. Stay outside the fence for now, you know? Because what you're going to do is you're going to watch and you're going to figure out how it works. So a yard is like a body. It's made up of several parts. And it's very helpful to use satellite view, okay? And so yard's kind of shaped like this. Go, whoop, you know? And so in the beginning, there'll be one or two tracks going in, maybe 20 tracks wide. Hey, kitty. And then there'll be one or two tracks going out. And those ends, we call them ends. The skinny part, call that the throat. So the throat might be a good place to sit around and wait and watch things because you get to see, like, trains leaving. And that's good because if you notice the train leaving, you might see where it came from and what part of the yard it came from. So that would be good to know. Oh, trains leaving the yard, they come from this part of the yard. And so here are the body parts of the yard. You got your main lines. So there'll be trains that maybe they're just passing through. And, you know, there's going to be changing crews. There's going to be a couple guys getting off, shift change, you know, or fueling up. And then that train just leaves, you know. But then other trains are going to show up to a yard. They're going to show up to this yard and they're going to break up. They're going to break all this shit apart to make brand new trains because some things are going over here, some things are going over there. So you got arrivals. So trains that are showing up and they're going to be there for a while, they're going to go into one area called arrivals. And you don't want nothing to do with arrivals, you know, like unless you just showed up and you're leaving, but don't fuck with arrivals. And then they have something called like classification, you know, where they kind of break them up and start moving things, you know. And so some yards have something called a hump, okay, and it's a hill. They push the train up the hill, and the cars start rolling down the hill individually with no locomotives or nothing and going off into different tracks. You stay the fuck away from there. It's dangerous. You'll get dead, and you're definitely getting arrested. Ain't no worker's cool with you being around the hump. Other places do something called flat switching, and they're kicking cars, and they're just sending cars all by themselves. They're just running around. Stay the fuck away from there, bro. Fucking dangerous. Don't even pass through it. All right. If you got to cross the hump to get to where you need to go, you need to find another way. Okay. So, but you need to watch that yard. And then last part, most important part, what we like the most, you know, we like main lines and we like departures. So they're going to put these trains back together, make a brand new train, and they're going to leave it somewhere. And that's the departure yard. That's your fucking bread and butter. So you're going to sit there, you're going to watch this yard. And hey, look, here's another good one. Like not just the satellite views and like, because they show all the tracks, not just the satellite views, but a lot of yards have an overpass going over them because they got roads or whatever the fuck. Man, go up to that overpass, sit up there and watch. Sit at that yard for fucking days and watch. Let me tell you something about riding freight trains right now. All right, now I'm not the best at it in the world. There's a lot more people more accomplished than me. You know, the yard buzzards are like fucking legends, you know, but I spend more time watching trains and watching yards because it's something I enjoy because I love a train than I ever do riding trains. So get used to that. Get fucking patient, okay? Yeah, and so that's the beginning. Find the yard. Go to yard. Watch trains. Don't you rush into this, man. There's no big hurry. Because you know what? Let me tell you something right now. There's always going to be another fucking train, okay? We want you to be safe, okay? You're not trying to get busted. You're not trying to become fucking hamburger, because a good place to get yourself killed is in a yard. If you're going to die riding trains, it's a good chance it's going to happen in a fucking freight yard. So be safe. Be wise. Take your fucking time, okay? There's no rush to this shit. We're going to talk about things, all the other stuff in later videos. Rideables, where do train go, things like that. We'll cover all that. But in the meantime, just go watch. Just go watch. Love trains. Look, and anyone asks you, what you doing? Oh, I'm a rail fan. You're on Train Spotting. That's all you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up right now. You know what that means. Hit that fucking like button, bro. Or sister, whoever the fuck. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share that video. Share it with your mom. Call your fucking mom. Yeah, and, have fun out there. Be safe, and most important of all, you know it's coming. Send me money. Send me some fucking money. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Daddy got an expensive habit, And I'm a nice guy, and if you got a few bucks, you could do that, and I would be very grateful. And if not, you could do the other things that I just mentioned, like hitting the hitchhike button, the thumbs up. That's all I got to say, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Love y'all. Peace.